Would you like to see inside of a flip I just finished, well, almost finished in Dana Point? I'm gonna give you the full tour of it right now and show you everything we did. I'm Holly McKhann, Realtor, and make sure you subscribe for more great real estate videos. For starters with this, we put a new front door in. I love this front door. It's got nice style. It's not too edgy one way or the other. It's pretty, I'm gonna call it kind of a traditional look, and it's very popular. It came pre-painted, and I believe we got it at HD Supply in Santa Ana. And I love like the black hardware. I think it looks really fresh and clean. So one of the problems I perceived as a problem with this house is it used to have what's called a step down living room. Like you'd walk into this front area and then step down to the sunken living room. The architects, for some reason, in the 1960s and 70s thought, we're so cool. Really, they're so trip hazardy. So we poured up the entire living room to be level with the little front door walkway. So this is all level. We had a problem with the wall. It had something on it that we couldn't just disguise with drywall. So my contractor did a great job of creating this whole intentional looking wood treatment, and maybe it's called wainscoting. I'm not sure if this is called wainscoting or not, but it makes it look intentional and like it has extra style when really we're covering up something that was not very pretty, but it came out looking really good. So one of the major things we did to this house, and we flipped this model before in Dana Point, was we took out this whole wall. There was a wall that came all the way through here to create a formal living room. Did we want a formal living room anymore that was separate from the rest of the house? No. So we knocked out the wall and opened it up to the casual part of the house. So in the old days, there was always formal living rooms where the door-to-door salespeople and the neighbors would come and visit with the parents, but then the kids and the mess was always in the back part of the house. Now people prefer an open concept of home. This used to be a small casual eating area right here, and the area with the fireplace over there was a family room. What we've done is convert that to be the eating area and more than double the size of the kitchen. The kitchen used to be just that little back part, which is pretty apparent when you see that's where the sink, the dishwasher, and the fridge are. So we've expanded it all the way over here and created a huge island. I think it's probably 9 or 10 feet long. It's really long, certainly comfortable enough for 4 bar stools for people to sit, which this is what's popular, to have some lighting over it, especially something with a little bit of style or character, and a comfortable depth that you can fit a bar stool underneath. That is what people are gonna want these days. We also put in the big, wide, deep drawers, and they're soft close. They close by themselves. Quartz countertops, and the backsplash is my favorite artisan subway tile backsplash. We recently have converted from using black metal trim on the edge to white. I feel like it looks cleaner and we don't need to draw attention as much to the edging, and when the contractors are not as perfect with it, when it's white on white, it just kind of blends in and you don't see any potential problems or errors there. I still love the black cabinet hardware. It kind of makes it pop. I was helping a client with the kitchen recently in Riverside, and she was concerned before the handles were on that it was all white and too boring, but as soon as the black cabinet handles went on, she loved it. She's like, okay, I see the vision now. Another thing we love to put in is these drawer microwaves. The drawer microwaves are $1,300 to $1,500. They're very expensive compared to a little countertop microwave or even an over-the-range microwave. Those are about $200 to $250 that just go right over the range. But in my perception, they don't look as rich and beautiful as these really nice ones that are hidden in the island. So when you're going for top dollar, consider the drawer microwave. I think Sharp is the only one that makes them, even when there are other higher end brands. I think they're all made by the one same manufacturer. So $1,300 to $1,500, but it gets it off the counter and hidden, which is what people want. We did a trash drawer. I wish, and it's not all installed yet, I wish it could have been closer to the sink, but this was such a small, tiny kitchen space, we didn't have room for it. So that's the trash drawer. Trash drawers are very popular as well. We went ahead and purchased and installed a fridge, counter depth, so that people can see the whole vision. If you are reselling a house, it just looks so much more appealing to have a fridge installed versus just an empty hole with the water line sticking out of the wall. Not very interesting or appealing. So over here, we did run the tile up into the windowsill, which I think is really nice. It looks nice and finished. And we do the black sink hardware, the black pull down faucet. These look really nice. And the one big single bowl sink. So with the kitchen, we did double the size, I will remind you. And it just creates this wonderful open feeling, great for people that have a lot of family over or entertaining. It just feels all connected. Of course, we always replace the windows, the old windows, dual pane windows, and the fireplace, we did keep it. Sometimes we take the fireplaces out. In this case, we left it. It might feel a little bit weird to have a fireplace in the dining room, but it just adds a nice ambiance to a dining room and to the whole room. We did paint the interior of the fireplace black just to freshen it up, because otherwise it just looks kind of old and used, and we want the house to feel as fresh and new as possible. We have very large format tiles. So if you notice, the tile it's probably 1.5 feet by 2.5 feet. They're really big. Larger tiles are what's in style now. Not the small ones, not the little stick ones, not even stacked stone. It's big format tile, as little grout joints and grout lines as possible. We have another decorative chandelier here that kind of coordinates with the island lighting. You always want to make sure any lighting you have is complementary. It doesn't have to all match exactly, but just think about what you're going to see. From here, I can see all of it, so you want to make sure it coordinates and complements each other. The stager was very desirous of putting a 6-person table, which we have plenty of room for. So that really shows how much seating you can have for people, especially people that like to entertain. With 6 here and 4 at the bar, you can comfortably seat 10 for a seated meal, which is great to show when you're showing a home for sale. So let's go take a look at some more things. We painted the house Whisper by Dunn Edwards. That's my favorite color. It's got a little bit of warmth to it, so it's not blue or odd looking in that way. And we do the fresh new white baseboards and the wide luxury vinyl plank. The luxury vinyl plank looks like wood from a distance. I mean, you can tell that it doesn't sound like wood if you're tapping on it, if you're up really close, but it's perfect with children, pets, or messy adults. If they're gonna spill wine on it or spill other things or have pet accidents, it wipes right up. This is waterproof, scratch proof, bulletproof. Well, maybe not bulletproof, but it's very, very resistant to all the problems that everyday living can present to flooring. In our little hallway here, we installed matching cabinetry to the kitchen and put a countertop on that also matches the kitchen, the quartz, just to give people a storage. I actually really like the drawers, even for the linen area. You can put little things in it, you know, like batteries and all those odd things that you have in your home. We have 4 bedrooms, and we did choose to stage all 4 bedrooms. I think it just gives people the idea and the vision of what it looks like. So as you can see, there's a queen size or full bed in each room. And additionally, I love to install the sliding glass door as opposed to having the shorter window that it originally came with. The full sliding door lets in more light and fresh air, and it's really nice for showing the home. This is the master suite. It is small, but that's how they built them back in the old days. So we reconfigured it a little bit and redesigned the bathroom a little bit to give it a walk-in shower. If you want to come check it out. So here's the walk-in shower. We still are waiting for the glass and a little bit of hardware, as you can see, but it's very desirable for people to have a shower that they can just step into without a big tub that they have to step over. So let's go check out the remaining bedrooms. Oh, here's another bathroom. And you can see we did put in a tub. I think it's important, if you can, to put in at least one tub in the room, in the house, because people that want to bathe kids or pets want to have ability for that, as well as plenty of adults still like to take baths. So make sure you put a bath in a house if you're reselling it, because it will be missed if you don't. Got to have at least one tub. And here is another bedroom. We do put can lights in the ceiling, and I pre-wired it for a ceiling fan. I know not everybody likes ceiling fans, but it's got a plate and it's ready to go. So each bedroom has the 4 can lights, and we do the mirrored frame doors that are framed in black to bring in the black hardware. We do the shaker style interior doors. It has a little bit of trim, and I love the black door levers that you open that way instead of having a knob. And we also change out the hinges that the doors come with from silver or brushed nickel to black so they match the door levers. One more room. All the same stuff like we just talked about. This one she did a twin bed and a desk, kind of showcasing it for, you know, maybe a child that wants to be able to study at the desk. This little laundry room used to be part of the garage, but we kind of turned it into part of the house. So we put drywall here and fully enclosed it, and we also put a tankless water heater in, which people, for the most part, love. I have one in my house and I really love it. You never run out of hot water. It's really convenient, no matter, it's just continuous hot water. So if the gas goes off or the electricity goes off, it's a problem, but as long as that's working, you got continuous hot water. Washer and dryer will go right here. And then we're into the garage. Another thing we do is, I'm sorry, it's so dark out here, but we do drywall all the walls of the garage, not the ceiling, but we want people to feel like it's not as old as it really is. They did not drywall, like the insides of the garages all look like the ceiling in the old days, but people now like them drywalled. They want to have cabinets and storage. So we go ahead and drywall the garages and paint them out white. So that's it for the whole tour. Thank you so much for coming along. And if you have any questions, hit me up at the links below. Give me a call. Happy to help you with any of your real estate questions. Make sure you subscribe for more great real estate videos.